This single 15mm full frame cookie lens has confused me more than any other lens that I've ever had the pleasure of using. Let me tell you why. So this is the brand new full frame 15mm f5.0 cookie lens from Laowa. Now if you've not been hiding in your basement for the last 6 months, you'll know that the buzzword at the minute in photography is all about cookie lenses. Straight out the box, the first thing I notice is the size of it is not actually a cookie size, it's more a mince pie size, but still it's super lightweight and small. Now this lens is available in E mount, Z mount, RF mount, L mount and Leica M mount. On the underside of the lens is a USB-C port for firmware updates. We can also see that it comes with a weather sealing gasket, and on the E mount and Z mount variations of this lens we also get electronic connectors that control the electronic aperture. On the RF, L and M mount version of this lens it's 100% manual. Right, let's place it onto the Sony A7 IV and see how it feels. And yep, it's absolutely tiny, so I'm going to have to remove the cage from my camera to access that focus ring because this lens is manual focus. Right, with the cage removed that feels so much better, and it actually feels not too bad in hand. The focus ring is nice and smooth, and what I really like about this lens is that it's so small and doesn't draw attention to itself. It also gives off that vintage vibe. Right, there's a few specs of the lens, let's take it out now and put it through its paces. So we made it to London. Oh, shut up. So we've made it to London with the Laowa 15mm cookie lens. Now I'm going to do some street photography with it paired up with the Sony A7 IV and we're going to see how it performs. So let's go see what we can find. Now this lens comes in 2 different colours, either black or silver, and it comes with a 110° field of view. It also comes with a 39mm filter thread and the sun hood can be removed, just like so. Right, I think I found my first shot that I want to take with it. Let's see how it comes out. Now this photo is straight out the camera in JPEG format. If you look in the top left hand corner you can see that we're getting quite severe vignetting, or as Laowa would put it, character. Right, let's just quickly edit this photo in Lightroom, and voila. Yep, this is definitely an ultra wide 15mm lens. Right, let's keep going and see what else we can find. Can't come to London without hiring a Boris bike now, can we? Now off camera what you couldn't see was I was able to place my camera and lens in the front of my hoodie pocket and it fitted no problem at all. Bloody got one with a flat tyre, ain't I? Oh, I'm going to have to change this over. Now, just a tip for anybody that is visiting London, make sure you hire these Boris bikes. They cost £3 for the whole day, and it's the best way of getting around London and travelling between locations. And yep, it's a lot quicker and healthier than going on the underground. And as you can see here, because this lens and camera setup is so small, I'm able to pull it out of my pocket without getting off the bike and taking it out of my backpack. Now because this lens is 100% manual focused, you really do need to pay attention when focusing. I had my focus peaking set to on and magnification set to on also. Now considering this lens is a 15mm ultra wide lens, you would expect to see some fisheyeing, but the distortion level is pretty well managed in my opinion. Now in Laowa's press release for this lens, it says you can carry it everywhere without burden, leading to more spontaneous shooting opportunities, and I would have to agree with that. There's something really fun and enjoyable being able to pull out the camera from your pocket and instantly taking a photo. Now in terms of sharpness, at f5, centre sharpness is excellent. If we move to the outer edges you can see that severe vignetting. And as you would expect with an ultra wide lens, the corners are slightly softer. Stepping down to f8, centre sharpness is just incredible. And the corners also get a boost in sharpness, but we still have that vignetting. At f11, centre sharpness remains incredible. The corner sharpness again is fantastic, but we still have vignetting. At f16, centre sharpness is still excellent, and even corner sharpness for an ultra wide lens in my opinion is absolutely fantastic if it weren't for that vignetting. One area where this lens really does shine is with its minimum focus distance, which is only 12cm, which is absolutely bonkers. Just don't mention the vignetting though. Or, sorry, character. Anyway, let's keep going and see what else we can find. Now a lot of these shots were spontaneous, spur of the moment photos, but this one was pre-planned. There, let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below. Now if you're enjoying this type of content, can I ask for a big favour? Please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so that you can watch future videos of mine. Now one fantastic feature about this lens and camera setup is just the weight of it is absolutely fantastic. If you've used big fancy lenses in the past, you know after an hour of using them your arms get slightly tired, but there was no fatigue with this setup at all. Now with its 110 degrees of field of view, there's one area that I wanted to photograph, and that was Tower Bridge. So this is my final shot in London for the day. Let me know how you would use this lens and in what locations in the comment section below. Now with this being an ultra wide 15mm lens, what I'd like to see from Laowa is a more natural field of view, so maybe a 35mm focal length with autofocus built in, and then I think that would be absolutely fantastic. Right, so what's my conclusion then to this lens? Well, at the start of this video I said that this lens has confused me more than any other lens that I've ever used. It's all about having fun and being spontaneous. But the problem is with manual focus, you can't be spontaneous. As you can see from these sample photos that I took on a day, I misfocused roughly 50% of the time, even though I was using focus peaking and magnification settings were turned on inside my camera. And yes, a bad workman blames his tools, and I'm definitely blaming myself for missing focus. I can't help but feel that the people this lens is designed for would also love it to have autofocus built in. Laowa obviously know how to build fantastic lenses, as the optical quality of this lens is fantastic, but with its vignetting, character and manual focus, I'm struggling to find where this lens would be beneficial for most camera users. Even when testing out the lens for video quality, I still managed to cock up the focus. When you also factor in that this lens comes in at a price of $399 US, that's roughly 320 UK pounds, is that the price point at which people are willing to pay for spontaneous point and shoot style photography with manual focus? I'm not so sure it is. Now if somehow Laowa was able to reduce the cost down to roughly half of this and include autofocus, I reckon it would sell by the lorry load. But at $400 US, I'm left confused. Let me know your thoughts about this lens in the comment section below. Maybe I've got it completely wrong. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see further videos from myself, hit that subscribe button and we'll catch up in the next video. Thanks for watching everyone.